Hello, welcome to the show. I am your host, Johnny Baghead. As always, I'm back in my optimal form. Not quite, actually, because the old bag had some maintenance to do. One of the eyes was wonky, and I fixed that. And then 5 minutes before I went live, a completely separate part of one of my lenses snapped off. So I currently don't really have control over this one today. I'm just gonna leave it. It was too late to swap around. Basically, this bottom lens will... Yeah, fuck it, I'll show you. I can close it, but I can't open it. So you're just gonna have to deal with that. I know exactly what happened as well, which is annoying. I fixed... Because what broke last time was the part that would pull the lens upwards, and I've refixed that, but the part that's come off is the part that will pull the lens down. So, I really need to get, make the new version of this that's not going to break every couple of streams. But besides that, hello, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Johnny Baghead. And, we're going to play some Jak and Daxter. I'm going through the PlayStation 2 library, ranking as many games as I see fit. Not the whole library, just the ones I choose. It's like, there's those console runners out there, PS2 or die, because Psych plays PS2, they like to play all the PlayStation 2 games. I came up with a better system where it's just the ones I pick. So... But yes, we're going to play some Jak and Daxter. Here's my copy here. Excuse the green screen. But look at this. Check this out. It's going to blow your minds with today's news. Look. Comes on a disc. Who could have seen that coming? Oh my god, this has gone real wonky. Hang on. There we go. There we go. So my other eye just went, woo! Yeah, physical media, what a shock. This is, of course, the PAL version. Nicely, this is a PAL version that does have 60Hz NTSC mode. Though we're just for the sake of convenience, we're not using the disc. It's a bit easier to get stuff running the way I have it set up now. But, yeah. Today, Sony came out and said, "Oh yeah, by the way, in 2 years' time, we're just not gonna release discs anymore for any new games." And yeah, I've got the map here. It is a shame we don't get maps anymore. Yeah, welcome Frank Gothic and Lee Laps to the stream. Oh yeah, this is a proper fold out manual. Look at that. It is a shame we don't get stuff like that. I appreciate that there's not game information that you can only find, gameplay that you could only find from a manual. But, okay, I'm gonna have to keep adjusting this, aren't I? Alright. But, there's so much unique art and dialogue and stuff like that you would get in manuals. So it is a legitimate shame they've become a rarity. But yeah, so I actually missed out on the big free, PlayStation 2 mascot platformers at the time. I'm not sure why. Part of it is because I got the PlayStation 2 late. I got it in early 2003. So a lot of these series were already kind of quite far through. And the other reason is if none of my friends knew the games, or I didn't get demos for them with the official PlayStation 2 magazine demo discs, I just didn't really play them. Now, I did try the demo for Jak and Daxter at some point. They must have done a reprint or something, because I was only ever getting demos from, I think, the official PlayStation magazine. Maybe I got a pack-in demo. And for some reason, little Johnny, back when he was, wee high, for some reason, didn't like that the attack in this game, like, hit the one of the punches, he, like, zooms forward, and I don't know why. I have no good excuse, because I've messed with this game since. I think, like, a year ago, me and my nephew just loaded up the disc version and messed around with it. And this game seems really cool. But I want to fully experience it, see how I feel about it. Jak and Daxter, I did like. I just don't think I've had the money to pick that many games, so I didn't get into the series until the PS3 ones. And Sly Cooper always looked cool, but again, you only have so much money for stuff. But yeah, we'll check it out. Second. All right. Yeah, just gonna. There we go. Swap over to the game here. We're on this screen because as soon as I put a memory card in, it's gonna like get into the title stuff. I will say for this game, I'm kind of surprised by the memory card size requirement. That's not gonna seem like a lot, but let me go to context here. So, official PlayStation 2 memory cards were 8 megabytes, right? And this game requires almost not far off from 1 megabyte, which was quite rare. You would normally see that in the likes of like Gran Turismo games would use bigger file size because they were having to remember your entire garage and every piece of tuning and things like that. Normally a game like this would only be like at the most 100, 200. I'm kind of surprised that this one is this big. It's not the worst I've seen for a game that doesn't seem like it would have a big file size for memories, save files. Fatal Frame 1 was the worst. Just the base save game for that is almost 2 megabytes, and that's not including a separate save file you make if you want to keep your photos. And I think it's just poorly optimized because when you play Fatal Frame 2, the file size is way smaller. But let me get my memory card in. I might have to. Give me a second here. Sorry, my monitor's gonna be. There we go. There we go. Lily Laps. So just like I said in the Bad Game Hall of Fame Discord. Oh, fuck's sake! What am I? I've got to replace my ring lights. Maybe the USB connections on them are real dodgy. That's gonna fuck up my green screen. Hang on. give me a little second here. I'm just gonna pop out the way here for a second. Boop. I'm still here. Just. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. yeah, I recognise it's Sandra. No worries. Okay, let's look. Hey, I'm back. So I'm just gonna move myself over a little bit. Yeah, this So yeah, Lead up saying it's the only Jak game I truly like. It helps it feels more like an open Crash Bandicoot in many ways. Love the PS1 trilogy for that. Yeah. I have played the Crash PS1 trilogy though, specifically through the PlayStation 4 remake. So, there we go. Yeah, I've really got to. I think I've just got to replace most of my ring lights. This is why I hate how many electronics just use USB cables instead of proper power outlets, because they're flimsy. They seem to break way easier, or have weird issues with like getting too hot because like they can't regulate their output. I think I just need to get better green screen lighting at some point. I think I shouldn't be using ring lights. I think I should be using those like streamer box ones. I don't know. If anyone has any good recommendations, I'll put them on my phone or something. Alright. Let's check some options. I'll give you a pro tip on this one, as I always do, because I know all this resolution aspect ratio bullshit. Playing this one in widescreen is bad, because it doesn't actually give you a wider view. It just cuts the top and the bottom off the image. If you look at this cliff, you notice if I swap to 16:9, you can't see as high or as low anymore. So that's my pro tip. If you're playing this, don't use the widescreen mode. It is a waste of time. Oh, it's still a hot one. I've got my my fan going. I've got it's not a full AC thing because that's hard to set up in the UK. It's one you put like ice packs in, and it's got like a mesh in the back that's supposed to help keep air cool, and it does a bit. So I'll take it. Yeah, there's quite a few PlayStation 2 games that have 16:9 options that just cut the top and the bottom off the image of a 4:3 to make it 16:9. The Grand Theft Auto games do that, and it sucks. I'm someone who's never had that issue playing a 4:3 image on a widescreen TV with the black bars. I've never understood how that bothers people so much that they would rather see a stretched image or a cut-off image than see the full picture. That's... I just cannot relate to it. Like, if it's that bad, I don't know, just, like, put tape on your TV or something. Buy, like, overlays. Like, make your own overlays or something. I don't know. Get, like, a cardboard frame and put it around your TV. Like, anything. I am curious to see why the save file for this is as big as it is. Also, this might be taking a while to create a save file because I'm using the my 64 megabyte memory card. If it takes too long, I might have to reset and put a different memory card in. But also, sometimes with bigger save files, they do take a while to create. There we go. Hopefully, it might... Here you go. That might be why it's so big. It might have, like, space for the 4 slots. Maybe that's why it's, that file size. Okay, that saved.
I spent my life searching for the answers that my
was
father
good enough.
and
That was
my
quick.
father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors?
Yeah, it's
Why
been a
did they
while since I've
create
been
the
this
vast
bagged up on the
monoliths
stream. It
that
is,
litter our planet? How
I'll go
did
get
they
used to the
harness
heat again.
eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco. One of the wisest
God, it's
men on
funny
the planet.
knowing where Jax would go, hearing him being referred to as a young boy here.
So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Also, I have to mention, the first time I loaded up this game, I did not know in canon Daxter was a humanoid who got turned into like a weird ferret creature. So that was shocking to me. I thought that was just him, because that's what he was for years.
Artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Oh.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village.
Whoa, lady.
We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack? This place gives me the creeps.
Also, he somehow looks goofier
Huh?
in this form.
Oh, stupid precursor junk.
I don't know what it is.
What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble!
It is funny to think how much of like a step up this is visually and presentation wise from Crash Bandicoot on PlayStation 1. Like, you can see some primitiveness in the models, but they fit it into the art style
I told
really
you
well.
we shouldn't have come here, and you listened. What? Okay. I'm fine.
Again, it's just so strange knowing that that's just what he looks like for the rest of the time. He just got over it at some point.
What in green tarnation
He got
do
fucking
you two
Digital
want?
Circus.
I was.
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go, Misty Island.
That's right. And then.
And Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man. Are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides,
I do like that.
I couldn't
I'm
tell
gonna
you
keep
if I
yapping.
wanted to.
What?
There's only one person
So this
who has
reminds
studied
me.
Dark
Okay, I'll
Eco
talk about it
long
more
enough
after the
to have a
cutscene.
chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at
Who's
this
this?
very moment. All I would need is 20 power
Well, it's
cells
Cree
to give it
Summer,
enough
I know that.
energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that
Oh, okay.
might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere.
This is like
And
the
even if they aren't
squeakiest,
willing to just
raspiest
give them
performance
away,
I've ever
greasing
heard
their
from her
palms with
life.
a few precursor orbs
Also, I'm gonna
should do
turn the game
trick.
down a bit, I
And I
think.
bet there are even more of them out
There
in
we
the
go. I
wilds
think
just
that's
waiting for some
a little better.
brave
Let me know,
adventurer to find.
anyone, if you think I need to adjust.
Adventurer, at least.
Brave adventurer.
There we go.
You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Alright. Yippee! Alright, let's catch on some comments. See, look at that, Sandra talking about how Jax is mute and then talks in the second one. Yeah, no, even without playing the series, I knew that was something that happened, and not the last time that would happen in a sequel. But okay, yeah, I don't think we can change it. Let me check, but I think we have. Yep, inverted camera controls, as was the style at the time. We'll deal with it. Sometimes I play too many of these era of games, and it like I gaslight myself into forgetting what it's supposed to feel like. Let's see. So I guess horizontal is technically. So horizontal is definitely inverted. Vertical is weird because it's not vertical. It's just zoom in, zoom out. But it feels correct for zoom in, zoom out. Like forward is zoom in, down is zoom out. You do see that a lot with like early 3D camera stuff where they don't let you look up and down. I think it might be a optimization performance thing, so they can have some control over what you can see. But like, it is immediately when I loaded this up, I was like, wow, this is. Let me see. Does the box say what year this was? Because I didn't look it up. 2001, and this runs at 60 FPS, and we'll get into it more, but it's like seamless open map and like a pretty impressive draw distance. Like I was shocked coming back to this when me and my nephew tried it. And it's a very minor thing, but I'll mention it quickly. When this is a poll, but we covered Silent Hill Homecoming on the Bad Game Hall of Fame last Halloween, and one of the things I prepped to do that is watch Dead Domain's making of video about it. And I do remember something. It wasn't going to come up in the history section, but I remember something that I thought was kind of funny. The developers mentioning was like, oh, it's so much more advanced, us moving over to PlayStation 3. We get to do individual fingers now. And then you watch the opening cutscene and all the characters have individual fingers. It's like, yeah, no. A lot of games were doing individual finger models on PlayStation 2 before fucking Shiny Entertainment and the Collective were. I might have a soft spot for some of the Collective games outputs, but I always found that funny of just like, wow, that's your standard, that you can do individual fingers now. Other developers were doing that fucking like 7 years before you guys. I see Lee has a good question here, Sandra. Are you planning to just run the game, or since it's one of them collectathons, get everything 100%? I think I'll go by vibe. If I feel like I'm enjoying it enough that I want to get more out of it, I'll keep doing past the game completion. But if I then run up to a point where it seems like, okay, no, I'm done with this, then I would move on. The idea with the ranking is I'm not just trying to get through a game as quickly as possible, or just what counts as the minimum to complete it. I do like to try and look at a game a bit more thoroughly. But we'll see on this one.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
Give me a second here. Just gotta take care of something. There we go. Don't think anyone saw it, but just for my sake, I gotta delete that bot from my mind. Also, I've played this. I've played the PlayStation Vita version. It's like the port of the PS3 HD collection. And oh god, that collection is so bad. It can't even run at 60. Like, it barely does 30 most of the time. It is abysmal. Because that hardware should be able to run a PlayStation, like, at least a, 2001 PlayStation 2 game. It shouldn't have that much issue. It's just ported so badly because they based it on the PlayStation 3 version that's using, run at a high resolution. Even then, it doesn't run at good resolution either. If you play it on a, like, I have my PlayStation TV hacked so that games don't upscale and look as blurry because they get, like, filters put on it. Jak and Daxter plays, like, in a window because I think it's only running at, like, 480p. And it still, like, can't keep a good frame rate. And yeah, as you point out, yeah, Jak 1 is the best running one there too. And yeah, 2 and 3 do get worse, yeah. I did briefly mess with those, and yeah, those are unplayable. I'm not sure when. I do want to do a Bad Game Hall of Fame segment based around the worst ports to Vita. That might be a 2-parter, but I do have a list that I think is mostly done.
Sometimes you'll want to hit things with a greater force.
Yeah, I remember this.
To break one of these boxes, you should jump in the air and then dive down onto
Yep.
it, hands
There's the
first.
spin.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows
I need to set it up. I actually have a thing for the PlayStation Vita that lets you use a micro SD storage instead of their proprietary one, so you can have more room. And I need to get mine formatted for that.
I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
But what I want to do for that segment, those 2 streams, is I want to make a little video to kind of show, hey, this is what the Vita could actually do. Because you know, nope. Oh right, you could just swim. I wonder if I can. Oh yeah, yeah. We briefly touched on Sony announcing they're not gonna sell. They're not going to produce physical discs for their consoles by 2028. They also announced they're shutting down the PlayStation 3 and Vita stores. Well, I guess this is their second time they've announced that because they did try it before. We'll see if there's enough pushback for people to say, hey, fuck you. I was also talking about this in the Discord, and I have my my speculation that it was more publishers who didn't want to lose out on sales they still make on those systems that got that shutdown stopped, and not customer backlash. Because, you know, words are words. A customer moaning about, oh, you take away my purchases, like, whatever, they don't care. If they, you know, if a publisher moans and says, hey, we're losing money because of you, they're gonna listen. You know, that's my theory. And there's at least evidence that Capcom games still sell on PlayStation 3 in significant enough numbers that I could see them moaning. But yeah, don't worry about the Vita store disappearing. I do have a method to get any Vita game I want for a segment. You know, wink, wink. But yeah, but you know, funny enough, this is also related to something that happened recently. On my Blue Sky timeline, I got exposed to whatever the recent stupid fucking shit that Sandy Peterson was saying, id developer from their classic era, and him bemoaning piracy and talking about how if it wasn't for piracy, all these video game companies would have got shut down. Despite the fact we know those video games companies got shut down because they were run by idiots.
This is a precursor door. It can
But yeah, if it weren't for pirates, there's a lot of digital media we would lose access to, and no one would have if it wasn't for pirates. It's not me saying, you know, everyone should pirate everything. It's just funny that pirates do a better job keeping media alive than the people who actually own the rights to it and distribute it. Alright, this gives you the... yeah. Yippee!
Good work. The blue eco caused the door to open. With blue eco, you can breathe energy.
But yeah, I posted about it, and somehow, I don't know how, my post like actually kind of blew up. I was getting my phone was giving me blue sky notifications for like a week. And it's like, it wasn't that pronounced of a take. I just pointed out that EU commission about piracy from like a decade ago they tried to bury because it showed that video games don't seem to actually lose sales because of piracy. If anything, they tend to benefit from it. And because of, you know, special interest, the EU were not fans of that study that they commissioned and paid for.
Pick up 50 small green ecos or
But God, his post was so fucking stupid, claiming... Bearing in mind, in the past, he claimed that Doom 1 only sold around 100,000 copies. And he also blames the low sales and the piracy on it being shareware. And it's like, hey, shareware is why that game sold as well as it did. And it's also the reason why Doom 2, which was not sold as shareware, sold as much as it did. I mean, you know, I'm going to use a very crass comparison, but it's the, you know, the whole drug dealer thing of like you give them a taste for free and then you charge them for the next thing. You upcharge them. And like that is the model they did with Doom 1 and Doom 2. Like but as always, John Romero's out there to correct him on his bullshit, thankfully. And point out, like, yeah, no, the system, you know, these games did sell well. Well, we've only got one place to go.
Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are...
Why does he have a log tied around it? Like his hair tied around a log, huh?
And clear them out, why don't you?
Is that a cool look?
The lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Something this reminds me of as well. Also, yes, I think Sandra pointed out that this model is just straight up from one of the Crash Bandicoot enemies, yeah. Oh, how do I get out? There we go. I think it was a couple of months ago, someone showed off that, just for like a pitch, it wasn't officially commissioned, but a studio pitched the idea of doing a Jak and Daxter remake. I think it was Jak and Daxter. It was that or it was Ratchet and Clank, but I want to say it was Jak and Daxter. And they showed, you know, them recreating the original cutscene. And it, like, yeah, visually, it was, like, technically impressive, but it did not really capture the
Gotta get
original
this heat shield working.
the original spirit. And you can tell that they took their technical limitation, like they wanted to get the game running at a high frame rate. You can kind of tell these models are not very high poly, but they animate them in a very cartoony way. They, you know, they're emulating smear lines and things like that.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising?
Oh yeah,
on
like
this
look at how
A-grad Zoomer?
his face shape changes
Rule
shape
number one,
to emulate.
I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Yeah, smack him.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
I just want to say, lady, like, your suspenders, I don't think are doing anything. They're entirely aesthetic. But, that's fine, because I think they look cool. But, like, they're so thin and stringy. Okay. Let me catch up on some stuff. Yeah, Lily's saying the thing blocking you from swinging out too far in this game scared me as a kid. I think this game was my first experience with a creative game world border that isn't just Invisible War Pit. Maybe that's why it scared me so much as a kid. I definitely can get... depending on the... It does depend on the game. But especially more so as a kid, that I could get immersed enough in a game world that I would perceive any of its like technical errors or like stuff behind the curtain, you know, something out of bounds and things like that. If I was immersed enough in a game, then to me it's like that's not a development thing, that's just what this world is like. Oh, in this Halo 1 map there's just a marine that is just a frozen model that's out on this ledge that you'd never see. There was kind of like a creepiness to it, like me perceiving it as that is just a thing that's in this world. So I can relate to that, you know. That feeling of, you know, starting, you know, getting immersed, feeling a game enough that you start to kind of the lines of it blur. I mean, that's why... Oh god, Metal Gear Solid 2. I'm not kidding. The really famous section when you get into Arsenal gear. Legit, I turned off my console when he said to do it because I was like, what? What else can I do?
It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
Like, it was freaking me out. I was like, okay, maybe if I turn the console off like he says and come back, he'll calm down. Oh, look at this guy.
No, don't tell me that you two have problems as well. The first I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this.
But yeah, this is...
See those gears up there, boys? See them?
This is an art style that you couldn't really just do at a higher resolution and capture the same energy for it.
The eco beam coming.
This is why there's something to be said about experiencing some games as they were made.
Frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
Sure, mate. Anything back here for me? No. Like, you granted you can do video games in like modern fidelity and emulate, you know, this kind of animated 2D animation but done in 3D on 3D models, you could do that. But it's you definitely don't see as many games go for it, like to use the limitations and the style and build it into a stylistic thing. I was thinking about that a bit as well because like replaying some Time Splitter stuff, and Time Splitter's entire art direction was built out of designing the game to optimize for 60 FPS, so they wanted to make the models as low poly as possible. Also, yeah, there's no subtitle option. This is back when this wasn't standard, unfortunately.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to
Do
be
all
a
just
spot
old guys
short
have
on
this,
the
like,
old Precursor
Lemmy
orbs.
handlebar
I would
mustache?
have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 Precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
Alright, well, I definitely don't have anything that they're asking for. Yeah, at least. We'll talk to one more guy.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact,
No comments
my
about how
muse,
full of spunk he is,
I just
chat.
can't sculpt.
You be on
Her
your best
around,
behavior.
I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. Oh, I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute. We are not going back to Misty Island. Are we?
We sure are, buddy. Let's go. Okay, well, yeah. Work with me here, camera. Yay! I wonder what those do. But I'm gonna collect them. I do enjoy a good collectathon from time to time. I haven't played too many, but I have played some really good ones. Banjo-Kazooie was a legitimate highlight. Oh, motherfucker. Ha! Trying to think of some other collectathons from this era I would have played. A Hat in Time might count as one, but obviously that's a modern take. But that's an amazing modern take on it. I count Mario Odyssey as a collectathon more so than some of the previous 3D Mario games. There's definitely a few I've played I really like. I'd have to look at a list of the genre. Whoa! Hello. Let's see. Alright, fun fact, the British sounding monocle character calls himself your uncle in this game, but future games which have model viewers from past games as bonus feature stuff erase this and call the character just Adventurer. I believe because... Oh, yeah. What they decided to do, the plot, the sequels make this guy being Jack's uncle impossible. Oh yeah, I've been meaning to play the Spyro series. I do have the reignited trilogy. Again, the back catalogue is vast and infinite. But I've watched. Oh, should have done that.
These all-metal boxes are thicker than a yak-ow must be something that can bust them open. All right, treasure.
Alright. You know what's funny? I think when me and my nephew played this, we didn't even go this way. I think we went a completely different way.
More orbs.
I'll say as well for this game, it's actually streaming in dialogue and cutscenes and things like that better than I've seen some later era PlayStation 2 games do. Like, often you'll hear the voices will be a lot more compressed because they have to put them in memory. Oh.
Hey! That pelican just snagged a power cell! Let's go kick some big bird butt!
Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, for example, sounds pretty rough on PlayStation 2 because of that. And then for, like, Warrior Within, they're clearly doing some funky stuff to use, like, CD audio. Well, you know, it's on DVD, but it's like an audio track, so it often it often comes in late. It sounds weird. Is Ape Escape the Collector fun? Probably, yeah.
Don't worry, I'll avenge you. What?
Oh, that's cute. I like that. I didn't remember there was a little cutaway cutscene like that. I messed with Banjo-Tooie, and I wanted to like it. But that game has major issues in my opinion. Like it's not built the same as the first game. They really want you to start a level, do like first off, the levels are way too big. They're more like 2 or 3 levels put into one. And then like how much backtracking you have to do. It's like, oh yeah, there's stuff in this level you won't be able to get until you're halfway through the game. And shit like that. Oh, yeah, so just, I think it's notable so this game has no lives or game over system. I feel like at this time that was unusual. Yeah, no, that's totally fair. This might be a game for establishing that. I'm trying to remember if the Ratchet and Clank games have a live set. I don't think they do. I think they do just kind of reset you back to a checkpoint. Nope. Sorry, dog. I didn't want to do that, but I need your orbs. But yeah, it's still seeing this running on an actual PlayStation 2 and just like, okay, how is this game running so well without this loading? Like, granted, like God of War 1 is a more visually, you know, it's higher fidelity game, but that game has to do a lot of trickery to make its like seamless level feel with the 60 FPS. They have to do a lot of trickery.
We scrounged enough orbs to trade for a power cell.
Oh, we
Let's
did, yeah.
get back and make the switch already.
You know, they like warp you between rooms and things like that, and use like fixed perspective. But they're not doing that here. It's interesting as well because I do feel like this game is quite inspired a lot by the Spyro games, despite it being Naughty Dog who made this. Like it's more of like a combination of the two. Oof. Take that, egg. Let's see.
Good job. Now meet me down here by the egg.
I didn't even know that lady wanted that down. Whatever, I ain't complaining.
We might want to talk to the bird watcher and see if we scrambled that flood egg.
Right. Okay, did I miss anything? No, I don't think I did. Yeah, well. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you know, it's gonna be easier, I think, like, climb up and then jump down. Oh, okay. Yeah, Sandra says, that lady was in the village and could have given you this egg quest, but the game doesn't roadblock the quest just because you didn't talk to her. That is neat. That is. There's definitely some annoying games I've played where you know the solution, but because you haven't activated a trigger, they just don't give it to you. Alright, down we go. Woo!
Oh my! I hope the poor dear's okay. Here's a power cell for your valor.
Of course.
Oh no! No!
Look, isn't that cute? It thinks you're its mama.
Ah! I'm not your mom! You see any feathers here?
Oh, love at first sight. Oh. Listen, boys. I'll take this little chick back to the village with me and work with the sage to take care of her.
Alright. If I remember right, yeah, this is where you can see your progress. Oh yeah, there's a lot of collectibles in this. There's your quests. These things. It'll come up at some point. Because I think it's an interesting enough game that I want to cover it. There are a couple of, like, Jak and Daxter style clones on PlayStation 2. I know of two specifically. Nope.
Well, better you than me.
Oh, darn it. Okay. Let's hoof it. I'm assuming if I collect enough of these green orbs, I'll get like a health upgrade or something. That's what it feels like. I hope this isn't backscene. I'm reading ahead. I think that's okay. Let me read it. To get the special ending, you just need the power cells, not necessarily all the little egg orbs. They do buy a lot of the power cells, but there's leeway. Hey, that's good. That's good to know, actually. All right. Do the spin move. There we go. But yeah, there's two games I've messed with that seem to be trying to do this style of platform and collectathon, and one of them is the PlayStation 2 Disney Treasure Planet game. It feels very similar to this. It's definitely not necessarily doing it as well. Oh, how? Now I don't remember how old. I'm gonna have to go this way because I don't remember where I was. Whoop. Okay, I was down here. Right, here we go. Oh, and the other one is Vex. Vex. No premarital Vex in chat. Sorry, that's just the rules. But, yeah, no, that game, when I've messed with it, you can tell it's trying to do this with not quite the same technical prowess. But they were sure trying. Let's guess let's go look over here for a bit. I like how light Jak feels. I wouldn't say it's floaty. That's not quite the right word for it. Sprightly is what I would say. Okay, there's that pelican. And I think there might be more. I think I've heard that there's some a Toy Story game that's kind of this, or like maybe a kind of like Ratchet. Is that good? I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna do it. Hopefully someone is into what I'm doing. Yay! Look at that. Oh, right. I almost didn't notice that. Yeah, this game does have day-night cycle.
You two have finally decided to unblock my collectors. I would offer my congratulations, but you have so much to do, I won't waste your time. By the way, if things don't work out, Daxter could always get a job controlling the village rat problem.
I don't know, I appreciate that Jax is annoying, but also the game acknowledges it. Everyone's just like, yeah, no, he sucks. That's the appeal. And yeah, Vex tries to do the day-night cycle stuff as well. It does it in a weird way where it's like tied to gameplay. There's like blimps you can find where you can actually control. Oh yeah, that's that's not how we're supposed to do that. I guess this is an annoying thing about not having full camera control. Like I can't look up and down. I'm guessing I just can't get up there yet. So that's yeah, I really don't know why young me dashing forward as a punch was bad. Just some part of my brain didn't think that was good because it was like, well, I don't want to move forward, I just want to attack. Oh shit, doing the robot. How does he do that? I wonder if, hypothetically, right, if you know, you humanoid and you get turned into like a weird ferret spiritual creature.
Seagulls. Let's buzz them for kicks. Yeah! Let's do it again!
You know what? I've never heard Daxter so happy before. So, you know, he's going through a hard time. He's dealing with it the best he can. Oh.
Wow! They caused an avalanche! Let's check it out!
Yeah, I figured messing with the seagulls was a good thing. But now I've got to figure out where that was. Let's see. Okay, so there's some moves they don't tell you about. Okay, let me try these out. Alright, yeah, we got the crouch. Oh yeah, we got an uppercut. Okay, so I can either do it crouched, or I can punch and jump to do it. Right, yeah, the long jump. Maybe they do tell me later, but hey, it's good to know now. I'll take it. There we go. Let's look out. Enjoy the world.
Yeah, so we got a precursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue stuff. So it ain't gonna help us!
Any blue stuff around? Blue stuff! Oh, okay, I see how that stuff works. There we go, there's the long jump, high jump, I mean. Woo! Oh, he turned into an S. S is for socks, S is for socks. Okay, so that'll just give me 50. I want it. Okay, I don't... Yeah, I'm still not getting up here yet. I have one more quick look down here. Okay, yeah, I probably have to get that blue stuff from over there and come down here. Maybe? No, surely, because surely this is how we get up there. Hang on. I just realized.
Punch those poles out from below!
Look at that, video game psychic telling you what to do all the way back to 2001. Honestly, good thing you told me about the uppercut, because yeah, I wouldn't have known what to do there. You know, for being very different genre to where Naughty Dog games would go, you can kind of see the way they focus on things. Because just the idea of, oh yeah, we'll make a different animation when you get into waist-high water and the water drop off you, that is very Uncharted coded in terms of like with little attention to detail things on your, you know, getting into water, things like that. There we go. Hey! Here's to a die. You're all the correct, called me Baghdad. I understand. That's what probably happened. You're forgiven. Hey, welcome. My bag's a little worse for wear, but I'm still holding out. I might not be able to use one of my eyes, but I'm still holding out. Okay, now we don't have a map, which is, knowing me, I'm very directionally challenged, so I'm probably already gonna get lost. But let's head back this way for now. Oh, no. Literally, what it is that my lens control, some of the wiring snapped, and I re-glued it, and then that bit's fixed, but the other part snapped. So I'm just going to re-glue that as well. And it happened literally 5 minutes before I went live. Oh, right. Literally, right in chat, you're going to pull up the physical map to see where you are. Yeah, maybe I'll do that in a bit if I can't find my way back. Oh no, legit, Joe. I need to do like a 2.0 rebuild of this mask. It's been long overdue. I will at some point. But I've got some grand ideas that I need to test out first. Let's see, did we go up here? Oh right, this is before he would wear shoes as well. See, Sandra, you say this is the only game you like, but they put shoes on Jak in 2. So I think that's already a huge step up in quality. Yeah, the thing I want to change primarily, there's some visual design things I want to change, but the main thing I want to do is add irises, and I want to do that using those LED mesh like strips that you can see through. You see, like a lot of cosplayers will use them for like superhero stuff. Okay, not you yet. Nope, nope, nope. The camera doesn't like you doing that. Hello, Uncle.
I see you two are back to make.
Yes, sir. I'm right back here, sir.
Good, jolly good.
Yes.
No. I hope you put this hard-earned power cell to good use. Cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye.
What are you whippersnappers dancing in my house? Get out of here.
My bad. Alright, so... Right, this is the other way you can go. Hello? Breaking into your house. In my defense, you left the door open. Okay, no one in there. But yeah, I saw you ask earlier, Joe, if I was going for 100% or not. I'm going to feel it out. I'm just going to see how I feel. If I get to a point where I'm like, yeah, I just want to keep going, I will. Bing, 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 bing. At the very least, I'll probably try and go for that full ending. Take that.
Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get him back into the corral?
Yeah, sure. Hang on, let me look at your house first. Yeah. Alright. Yeah! Oh wow, this is much better than that fucking herding section from Twilight Princess. I'm thinking about that game recently because I plan on doing that, getting into tier lists for the GameCube and the original Xbox. And I like Twilight Princess, but I don't agree with.
Hey, my yak cows are still on the loose.
I don't agree with people who claim that's one of the best ones they've made. It has some glaring issues that sometimes people forget about. It's a cool game. So hey, some would say it's a great game. Okay, that's 2 of them. Oh, I see. Alright, come on. Get along, little doggy. We've got to milk them cows, as that guy was saying. Oh, okay, there's more than I was expecting. Funny enough, the version of Twilight Princess I'm most familiar with is the Wii version, because that's the version I had first. So my version of that game has the map flipped to make Link right-handed, which is still really funny to me. That was the easier way to get him right-handed, was to just mirror the entire game, as opposed to just, you know, flipping just his model. I get it though for the cutscenes.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
Yeah. I like his hat. Oh yeah, get it. Let's do some cliff scaling. Oh, it's like a Dark Souls. The Dark Souls, a video game. I get area names.
You don't have enough power cells to fuel my heat shield. You can't cross Fire Canyon until you collect enough power cells.
Fair enough. Nope. Okay, let's have another looky around. Right, how do I get up here? Oh, here we go. Oh, cowbell on the soundtrack. Nice. I bet I can make that jump if I just do it good this time.
Wow! Check out that funky sculpture sitting on the rocks over there.
Okay. Also, yeah, someone did point out this game does have dynamic music stuff, and I'm always a sucker for that. Oh wow, yeah, dude. Look at that funky skull. Ah, I did too late. Yeah. There's a little bit of a stiff loft jump. I don't mind that too much. You can make that work in a game. Sometimes it's better for a game if you have a predictable trajectory.
This must be a precursor oracle like the sage always goes on about. I hope they weren't as ugly in person.
Who awakens the oracle? Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me.
Yeah, it's the Dr. Claw voice.
Precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
I could do this voice, by the way.
Give me each of the power cells.
It's hell on your throat though. I can't do it for very long. It's basically, you basically talk as if you're clearing your throat the whole time. Like you, like going like that, but you vocalize through it. It's I'm probably not even doing it the right way. There's probably a healthier way to do it where you don't. You don't, like, tear up your throat. But, you know. That's how I do it. Ding, ding, ding. Hey! Is there a secret behind the waterfall? Ah, come on. Maybe I'm gonna find a different waterfall. Yeah, this game's definitely a vibe. Oh, they're trying to give me fucking Crash Bandicoot bridge nightmares. Okay, I think me and my nephew got to this area and then we stopped. All that time ago. Okay, I guess those kind of chests are always just gonna have those health orbs. Oof, oof. Nope. Guess I should have done that. Okay, lesson learned. Oh, I like this song. It's got some Gamaleyan style instrumentation. There we go. Those are... Lily says, yeah, those are just nitro crates from Crash with a reskin. Pretty much, yeah. No, you're not wrong. There we go. Oh, okay. I guess I'm gonna get a better jump at some point because there was eggs. Wait, is this the first egg like? It's all about collecting eggs. Okay, where are we going from here? Whoa! Okay, so there is full damage. Good to know. Oh, they've got the forbidden corn dogs here.
What do you have in the basket?
Nothing to talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing rig. And now they're gobbling up me catch. No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
You think you can do better? Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power cell if you can catch 200 pounds of them critters. And then I'll let you with Shrimp here use my speedboat to get to Misty Island. You want to try the challenge?
There are two types of good fish to catch. 1 pound fishies and 5 pound fishies. Eh? If you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from you. There are poisonous eels in this river. Catch even one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch.
This guy likes to peek his mic, I tell you what. Oh, okay, this is...
Here comes a big one.
Oh, it's like Kaboom. It's Kaboom on Atari 2600. But with poison eels.
Missed.
Well, this is a little touchy to control. I don't have a paddle controller, so...
Steady, boy. Here comes a big one. Steady, boy.
Steady boy.
Nope. Come on, come on, come on. Oh.
Here comes a big one. Hold steady. You did
Yay!
it! You got 200 pounds of fish. Not bad for a couple of landlubbers.
Oh, I do like this. Okay. He says, there's a secret here that wasn't discovered until 20 years after the game came out. I would be curious about that. The only weird trivia I know is I think in the HD collection, for some reason, some of the precursor text spells out cuss words when it didn't used to. Oh, he's loving it. Okay, so you left, right, left, right, X, or stand next to him. After completing his challenge, unlocks a hard mode fishing game that goes on forever until you lose. And it works in all versions. That is neat. I wonder if that was just a cheat code that was supposed to get published in a magazine and they just forgot to do it. Oh. Sometimes trying to find stuff out about cheat codes can be very strange. I always remember the first playthrough I did for the Bad Game Hall of Fame Into the Matrix. A bunch of websites claim that there is a, quote, taxi minigame you can unlock. And whatever code they have doesn't work. And I did find mention as well. I found a press release claiming that the Platinum Greatest Hits re-release supposedly added minigames, but I can't find any evidence of it, of like what's different about that version. Okay, so that's how you get back down there. Whoop. Oh.
That looks like it hurt.
I
Should
keep
I call for backup?
I keep thinking that electric orb thing will like take out enemies, and that's not how it works at all. It is funny though what some of these games end up having that don't get discovered for so long. It was, what was it, like a year or two ago, where cheat codes for Gran Turismo 4 were discovered that just no one had ever known about. I know about that. There's also there are some like secret codes for Silent Hill 2. Once you have the dog ending, you can enable a mini-map mode and a save anywhere command, and I think those also took about 20 years to be found. Those in particular seem like debug codes because of how you input them and how funky they are. There we go. Oh yeah, the fisherman laughing forever is creepy, yeah. There's a certain NPC I'm waiting for that I've seen. I'm really looking forward to. Oh, okay. That's how those work. Yeah, I'm really digging this game so far. It's kind of we'll get more into it, but it's interesting having Sandra in chat because I know this. I feel like generally when I hear people talk about the Jax games, it's usually Jax 2 is the one I hear people say the most about. Which is interesting in retrospect. Okay, what's going on here? Haha, fuck you.
Those tower doohickeys scattered all over the jungle must redirect the eco beam. Let's go fiddle with them.
Yeah, let's go fiddle with them. I was gonna. No, you're good. I appreciate someone who's engaged in chat. And then I appreciate lurkers as well, don't get me wrong. If you just like to chill, just watch the show, that's fine too.
Line up the beam by pointing it at the next tower. Hey, we can follow the beam to find the next tower.
Alright. But yeah, this is why I like these style of games where you can kind of just get in a flow. And just... It's funny to think about, but... Like, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was...
We need to charge you up with that blue stuff to get this open.
Is kind of a take on the collectathon genre in a lot of ways. Like, there's a lot of shared design philosophy. I mean, it literally has collectibles in it. With the Korok seeds. And there's like mini dungeons you use to get your upgrades. Okay, let's see. And yeah, you have a good point, Sandra. Yeah, that the intense tonal divide between this game and its sequels is why any given player should use strongly lean one side or the other. Oh no, I totally agree with that. Heck, I know a series. Oh, hey, look, I found the first like frame rate drop, and also I don't know if this comes through on stream. They also cut the resolution. I don't think it's an entire resolution drop. I think it's just I think it's the vertical resolution maybe. But yeah, if I have the camera pointed this way, not only does the frame rate lower, the resolution does. I do love going back to PlayStation 2 games and seeing if they did dynamic resolution stuff like that, because it was not common at the time. Nope. I will say the double jump does have a very particular timing to it that I've got to get used to.
Let's go to the next tower and reconnect the beam there.
There's a bit of a... What? Two, like that. Huh. I don't like the camera there. Am I just not supposed to do the jump that way and that's why the camera's looking away? Yeah, no. I should do the long jump. Yeah, you can't just mash the button. Oh, okay, you can a bit. Okay, yeah, you can't make that jump. Hey, Snake. Ah, fuck it. I'm not gonna try it anymore. Yeah, I don't even need to do that jump. Not sure why the camera was doing that there. Maybe just to try and tell you, hey, that jump's not possible. Let's see. I'm not sure if it's placebo, but I feel like double jumping and then air spin increases distance too. I'll give it a go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a good. I'll find a good testing spot for that. Ah.
Step 1, stay alive. Step 2, think about not doing something like that again.
Okay. My depth perception was not great there. That's fine though, because it walked me back here, which is where I was anyway. Okay, let's see. I activated... Where was it? Okay, let's get these. Here we go. Okay, at least I know where that one is. Oh, can I make this jump? Hey! Oh, that was cool. Okay. Let's do a test. Where's a good place to test this from? Okay. Let's go try this a few times. You do get a tiny bit extra distance with the spin. It's not much, but there is a little bit you get. Oh. Oh. Sorry, had to adjust there. My butt was falling asleep. Oh, darn it. He's loving his fish. Okay, can I... Okay, I don't think you could Crash Bandicoot and get on top of the rope. That'd be really funny. If you could. Okay, okay.
We should go tell that windbag of a mayor that he owes us big time for connecting the village energy beam.
Right, right. Okay. I knew I was doing something good. I didn't know why I was doing it, though. Hang on, let me get up here first. Okay. So this is the Forbidden Jungle. Return to the mayor, find the blue vent switch. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, you know, let's go back and see the mayor. And yeah, I do like the dynamic music as well. You wouldn't always see that because around the dawn of like CD and DVD media, a lot of games would just go, oh, okay, we'll just do audio tracks for music. You have to actually sequence music to do this kind of stuff. No, you get to, it's good to do actually because you get to save memory in other ways. That's why the PlayStation 1 like Final Fantasy games would still use sequence music.
Let's go check out old Fish Brett's speedboat at the dock.
Hang on. We'll see the mayor first. Where is he? Let's see.
Oh, what a wonderful sight! I thank you. And the entire village will thank me. Boys, you have restored power to the village and guaranteed my re-election. And for that, my boy, you've earned a power cell.
Hey! I like that animation.
So, you want to make a contribution? Good. A sizable one, I hope. Yes. Oh, it is a sizable contribution. I just hope this power cell adequately represents my gratitude.
I like that guy. He creeps me out. Alright. Okay. 120 orbs to the Oracle. And 3 scout flies. Okay, I'm only missing one actually. Oh, I keep doing that. I keep pressing circle, thinking it's going to back me out to the menu, and it doesn't. Okay, well, that's the boat. I'm going to see if I can...
Did you see the size of the bite that lurker shark took out of the fisherman's boat? We best stay way clear of them. I don't think we can tackle a creature that dag nasty.
Okay, well, that's why we can't go swimming. That's for sure. Oh, where's this? I think I know what this is, but let me just get my bearings. Yep. Do you have anything new to say?
Hey, baby, what you working on?
Be careful with that. I'm trying to figure out how to transport the Zoomer using the transpads the Precursors left all over the world. If you come across one of these pads, I can lock onto your communicator's location and send you the Zoomer. Keep an eye out for a transpad when you explore Misty Island, and wherever else you go.
Alright. Okay, that's all she has to say. I want to see if this guy has anything more to say. Is he the Oracle, technically? I assume he is.
Oh, it's the conquering heroes. Good. I wanted to talk with you two about something serious. There appears to be quite a bit of lurker activity on Misty Island. I can see them bombarding the Precursor silo from my lookout tower. If the lurkers open it up and release the Dark Eco, we could all end up running around looking as ridiculous as this annoying little specimen.
Oh, right.
Jack, it's time for you to prove your worth. Get the fisherman to let you take his boat back to Misty Island. Get to the top of the Precursor silo and take out that cannon.
And what about me?
You? Why don't you mop my floors? They seem to have lost their shine lately.
Right, the Oracle is that that statue, yeah.
He'll just never be like his uncle. I don't care what the others say.
Okay, I assume I can't get to his lookout. Okay, where would the last one of those be? Be nice to find it. I think I have a rough idea. Because wasn't there... There was some platforming thing I didn't do. Oh, you might know? Yeah, I don't mind a hint here. if you do know. Okay, that's the Oracle statue over there. Oh, I found it. That is a sneaky one. You know, let's go. Let's check out the boat. Where's the boat?
Oh, hey, dudes. Did you find my muse yet?
I honestly forgot where she is, but we'll do it. Oh, there we go. Yee, off we go. Oh, that's funny. I could tell, even though that looks seamless, they were doing some warping stuff there. But that's cute. Because yeah, we definitely did not travel the same distance.
This place gives me the creeps. And trust me, it's a whole new experience when you're covered in fuzz.
Oh, okay. That's another question I had. If you got turned into this like little creature and you were humanoid before, like how naturally does walking and doing things come? Is it just the same, or do you have to like relearn how to use your feet?
Jump, then dive onto the teeter-totter.
Let's get up here. There we go. Oh, so it's always dark here. Yeah, that makes me think of what's it? Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, where like some of the strongholds it's just always night. How long have I been? Okay. Normally wouldn't stop soon, but I'm surprisingly hungry, which is weird because I did eat something before I started stream. I've noticed this when I host streams on my channel, I seem to get hungry quicker than I do elsewhere. I don't know why. I guess it's just being a baghead, I guess. I don't know. Oh, I see what happened. Sorry, I was just having some fun there.
We need blue eco to charge this platform up.
Oh, the camera does sometimes like to get stuck on things though. Like this. That's a bit awkward. It's a very minor issue, but it's definitely an issue I'm
Don't fall into the mist below us, because I don't think we'll make it back.
noticing. Oh, I missed one. Oh, hello.
That eco makes your attack stronger.
Good to know. Good to know. Oh, I just don't listen, do I? He said not to go down there. That was a incredibly quick respawn, though. Yeah, I should have done the spin. Oh. Yep, do that. Do that. Oh. Oh, okay. That's on me. Oh yeah, Daxter didn't give me a wake up cutscene because he died with me. Oh, okay, I could just jump this way. This is probably not even the best way of doing this, but honestly, I like these style of games where there's a bit of freedom. Okay, I must need to carry way more charge over here. Okay, let me look. Is there anywhere else nearby? Maybe I just gotta be better. Yep, just like that, better. There we go. Yeah, where you going? Let me back on. There we go. Oh, that's on me.
I was right behind you, Jack! Really? I was.
Maybe I am more hungry than I realised. No excuses. Let's do some amazing gameplay now. Make up for it. There we go.
Ready, go! Knock over those bones!
Oh, what's that? Fair enough. You always know what to do, Daxter. There we go. Sure, let's go this way first. Oh no, let's not go that way. Okay, at least they gave me a little checkpoint. Okay, at least you have some amount of invincibility when you've got that blue power up. Just gotta be careful. Well, you have a little, it's weird. Okay. I am curious if there's any progression in this in terms of gaining moves or more health, anything like that. You know, I'm thinking of Banjo Kazooie there. But I'm kind of getting the vibe that's not going to be the case. Oh, I can't look down. Okay, I'm going to assume that's a dead end. This is a cool area. Oh, nope. There we go. Let's see. Get down here. I need to look into it, so I'm using Open PS2 Loader. As I say, I use digital backups for the most part, just to not worry about discs not working and disk drives and things like that. It's supposed to have a feature that lets you invert sticks. I don't think it currently works. I'll have to double check again. they
Hey! I see the sculptor's muse!
they updated it. And yeah, I see Sandra confirming, yeah, that there's no progression. Yeah, that's why I figured it felt like it wasn't going to have any. Yeah, that's more Ratchet and Clank territory. Nope. Let me just. There we go. Oh yeah, I really don't want to do this. I might have to wrap up soon. Okay, let's see. Oh, that was bad. Let me just. There we go. Let's see what kind of stuff we got going on here. Catch the muse, stop the cannon, find the trans pad, and the 7 scout flies. Oh, I gotta be careful. Hey! I did. That was a good animation. And Jack just looked confused. Didn't know how to process it. Oh, really careful. There we go. Oh dear, some of my directionally challenged gameplay is coming on display here. Okay. I'm here again. Here, let me do this. Oh, hello. Okay, there's stuff down there, but I don't want to just immediately jump down. There we go. Oh shit! PlayStation 2 drum and bass we had for like a second. Where'd it go? Yeah, it's there we go. Also, it's a very different game, but the using your like wisecracking sidekick as a tool always makes me think of Whiplash. It's a weird like mascot-y platformer game that I think people forget about. Oh, here's the drum and bass. Oh dear. Not doing a good job judging the jump heights. There we go. Oh. There you go. That's the way to do it. Oh yeah, it's felt familiar. This is very Crash Bandicoot 1. I do see a little bit. Yeah, it is cute seeing a little bit of the Crash Bandicoot cues. It's so weird to think about what happened with the Crash Bandicoot series after the original trilogy. I forget when this was, but I even did some reading up about it. How like there were early talks that the first PlayStation 2 game. Oh, hello.
I'm impressed. You two didn't screw up. Now that the lurkers can't open that silo, they can't flood the world with dark eco and cause untold destruction. Wipe that ridiculous grin off your face, Daxter. The two of you have plenty to do. Get on with it.
Get some! Get some!
Yeah, Sony, I believe, were originally going to... It was going to be like co-developed between like them and Vivendi, and Mark Cerny was supposed to be the director. And at some point, just the relationship fell apart. And then we got all the weird PS2 Crash games. I don't know if we'll look at all of them. Why can't I hear sparklies around here? I guess that's something below. Yeah, I wish I could push the camera up and down a bit as well. Okay. No! Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, fuck. Oh, I see why that scared you as a kid. Okay. I want to...
Let's plow into those balloon lurkers and shred them! Said, shred the lurkers, Jak. Not the mines! Rule number 1, always avoid the mines!
Okay, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, look at that. They did have vehicles in this first one. Okay. I definitely want to look at the first 2 Crash Bandicoot games. And the 2 kart racing ones. But I messed with what is it? I'm trying to remember what the name of the last 2 were, the cross-generation ones. And I hear some people are a little fond of them, but they seem very mid to me. They were just like a more boring take on like the Lego Traveler's Tales style, which is funny because Traveler's Tales did 2 of the Crash games on PS2, I think. I think more than 2, actually. Right? Yeah, Crash of the Titans and Crash Mind Over Mutant. Yeah. Yeah, there was a point I was doing research. I think this was around the time we did the Patreon poll for that ended up Malice winning. I phrased that weird, but you know. There we go. But yeah, I briefly looked into, you know, okay, what were the Crash Bandicoot and Spyro games like in the PS2 era? I didn't look at all of them. I kind of looked at the ones that I knew didn't have great reputations. I'll say, for Crash Twinsanity, I could see why someone would like that game. And granted, I didn't play much of it. But very early on, I ran into some really annoying game design that put me off it very quickly. I do want to give it another proper go. It's the first level where you're rolling in a ball with the doctor guy. I'm bad with names, so I don't remember his character name.
Good! You stopped all the mind-dropping lurkers. They've been threatening the waters around our village for weeks. Bring your zoomer back to the chance pad, and I'll teleport it back.
Hey! But you know, that's not very far in the game. Oh, okay. That's quite a tight jump. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, there is a jump button. Okay. Okay, let's try and line this up. Hey! Haha! Like that, we even got a different animation. Okay, I know it's a very completionist, but there's one egg I missed that I wanna get. There we go. That would have bugged me. Alright, is there anything else I can use this thing for? Yeah, I remember, because I think I watched some reviews on it, hearing that there's quite a few of those ball levels. I could also see how the Twinsanity, the acapella music style would be great for someone. I kind of wonder if they could have done a middle ground where they had dynamic music, so they had versions of the soundtrack that sounded more like the Crash Bandicoot, and then you know that soundtrack, and then oh shit, when you get to certain moments it would like swap over to the acapella one, and that represent like the whole duo thing they were going for. But I also heard that game was like like the version that came out was missing so much they originally planned and things like that. Okay, let's see. Right, I do want to go this way. Ah, I only got one of them there. There we go. Okay, that's another blue pad. Oh no, okay, I'm gonna need more than that to get this one. Let's see. Yep. Oh, there. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, how do you say? Crash music isn't very consistent in proportion to insanity. The Wrath of Cortex had a soundtrack that sounded nothing like the original trilogy, and every game kind of kept doing their own thing. Yeah. Yeah, I could understand that. I imagine that probably annoyed some people, though. That, you know, it didn't seem like they really knew what to do with Crash sometimes. Post that stuff. Okay, there's gonna be, yeah, like a long sequence. Ah! It ran out before.
Stretcher? Yuck. Revenant?
Okay, where did it put me? Oh, okay. Probably right here. Yeah. Oh yeah, Spy had the same problem, PS2. Yeah, I could see that. Okay.
I'll say something really teary at the funeral. Like, how am I gonna get changed back now?
Okay, I'm clearly missing something here. Oh.
Watch your back! We remember what happened the last time we were here.
That doesn't feel like I did that the right way, but... Let's get my eggs.
It's an ambush, Jack! It's an ambush!
Oh, no. Okay. Okay, at least they're giving me the... Ah!
Say goodnight, Jack.
Good night. I keep overestimating how long I have like iframes there. Right. Can't really skip cutscenes in this game. Well, I was being more careful than I actually am. Well, that went well enough.
This place gives me the willies. Let's keep you out of the ooze, okay?
I'm kind of curious. Does something happen if I jump in? Do I get turned? Do we get a whole new trilogy where I become the little furry creature? Okay, not much really happens. Okay. Okay. How do I activate that one? That's so far away. I assume I need to stack. The orbs, but there's not enough. I feel like there's one I'm missing. You could give me a hint? Yeah, go ahead. Because I'm curious what I'm missing here. I could have some extra water while we're hinting away. Okay, there's a beach area. I assume... Yeah, down. Okay. Ah! Right. Oh, my kingdom for a way to move, to look up and down with the camera. Yeah, that's way easier than what I was trying to do. Hey, look at that. Okay. Oh, look at that. I got everything. I just need to... Yeah. Find the exit. I didn't even realize that. Yeah. That's cool. I'm kind of surprised I'm already near 25% of the way through, though. I guess I shouldn't be. It's just sometimes with PlayStation 2 games, I get so used to them having playtimes like a bit too long. You can tell they kind of extended things to hit like a mandated playtime back when games were really sold on their, you know, the value for money, because, you know, you buy this game, you play it for 20 hours even if it only has 10 hours of content. There we go. I think that's where I'm going. Down here. There we go. Yeah, it's if you pay close attention, you can see right when the camera fully zooms in there, there's a little warp it does. But still, that looks pretty good for the time, even. I mean, again, it's because I'm thinking of these other tier lists I want to do. Like, how kind of amazing.
Good. You've collected enough power cells to fuel my heat shield. Meet me by the entrance to the fire canyon by climbing the cliff behind the farmer's house. Bring the power cells, and hurry! My father says he's seen more lurkers around.
Okay, this will be a good stopping point, actually. But like how cool Wind Waker is for what it manages to do with its ocean. No. Where is he? All these houses. There he is.
Oh, my muse! You saved her! Oh, you really are the best. Here, take this power cell. I won't need it now that I have my inspiration back.
Boom. So there we go. 24%. I don't have quite the orbs to completely finish that, but I'm close. I only need... Oh shit, I only need 8 more. Oh, I'm missing a couple... Look at that. I'm missing a couple eggs over at Geyser Rock. Hold on, let me go through. Get the power cell from the Pelican. And I don't know what that middle one is yet. And there's quite a lot to do in the Forbidden Jungle still. And the Fire Canyon only has 2? Okay. Let's just safety save. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I had a really good time with that so far. I already knew I was going to have a decent time because what me and my nephew mess with. But yeah, if I wasn't as hungry and didn't have to get my bag fixed, I could see playing this game for way longer and then not realizing how long I've been playing. But yeah, that immediately to control feels really good. I will have to look at the map in the manual here. Good thing I have a physical copy that the map might be a good reference, because yeah, it is quite a big map. It's very it's not the biggest, but there's definitely some size to it, but it's also, the levels are very dense. But there's a bit of travel time, so I could see that being helpful. But yeah, already really liking this. This is a collectathon style that I appreciate. And yeah, I'm actually kind of glad that there isn't really a progression system going on. Because yeah, that can bog down some collectathon style platformers. But alright, okay. I'm not sure when I'll be streaming next. Not tomorrow, because I plan on going out. And Friday is probably when me and my nephew will be gaming on our own. At some point, we do want to do something together where he'll help me with some PlayStation 2 games that are co-op only, or I want to show off the co-op feature. But that's still pending. I need to get some work done for that. And we might pre-record those anyway, at least for a while, you know. So we'll see on those. But, you know, obviously I'm almost always over at the Bad Game Hall of Fame co-hosting. I know tomorrow, hopefully we're doing You Are Empty. If not, we'll put some sort of show on. But yeah, if you want any stream updates or just random Johnny Baghead thoughts, follow me at Blue Sky, at Johnny Baghead. You can also follow me on Twitter if you really want, but I haven't logged into that account for like a month or two. And almost all my followers on there are bots anyway, so I might just... I don't know if I'm going to keep posting on there. But, you know, at least I have the account, so it can't be taken. And yeah, if you want to watch any archived streams, those are all archived over at YouTube at Johnny Baghead VODS. Pretty much my entire streaming history is on there. Besides a few unlisted streams that, if you ask real nice, I'll give you the link and you can watch a bunch of streams that I thought weren't good enough to put up publicly. And yeah, I also have my main highlight channel. That's just at Johnny Baghead. And okay, I don't think I'm going to get it out in time for the 4th of July. There is a video I did want to get out for 4th of July. Might be able to get that done tomorrow. We'll see on that. But otherwise, yeah, next next time we'll play a bit more of this. I do want to get into do the GameCube and Xbox tier list, like start working on it so I can start playing those. Specifically because there's a GameCube game that would be very summer appropriate. That would be a nice contrast to this I want to play. Teaser. Oh god, a fucking ad started right when I was wrapping up. I'll give it a minute then. While we're wrapping up. Trying to think what else is on the docket. I do know, I did remember this, I almost forgot this, that I wanted to play one of the Hitman games on PlayStation 2, because I've been playing a lot of Hitman 3, basically World of Assassins, Assassination on PlayStation VR, because through that you can play the entire trilogy set of levels in VR, and I realized I've not really played any of the Hitman games before then, so I was kind of motivated to do Hitman 2. So we might start that soonish, but I think this game might be short enough. I might just blast through this and then start Hitman. We won't alternate. But, you know, folks can let me know if they like to see more variety. But, you know, I don't stream on this channel that often, so we'll see on that. I think that will be it for me, though. I'm just going to check quickly. Alright, yeah, let's just wrap up here. But yeah, hopefully I'll be back streaming on here soon, but it probably won't be until the weekend. Also, oh, speaking of, Sundays, it won't be potentially every week, it depends on people's schedules and stuff, but every Sunday, it is very late, granted, so if you're not able to be awake in US time zones, I completely understand. But every Sunday, me, Joe of PS2 or Die, who's in chat earlier, and a couple of friends are doing a co-op playthrough of Champions of Norrath through the fan servers. And that will be, like I said, roughly every Sunday. But again, if you can't catch that live, those VODs go up on my YouTube, so you can check them out there. But yeah, that'll be happening for the foreseeable future. And any other online stuff we can also co-op, we'll be doing with him at some point. So yeah, look forward to that. And yeah, take care everyone. Thanks for the tips, thanks for everything, Sandra in chat. You definitely helped telling me those moves, because I did not thoroughly read the manual before playing today. I'm gonna give it a good read once I get some food in me and fix my goofy eye. Come on, eye. I'm just gonna close you. There we go. Bye, and take care everyone.